breaking news. An F-18 fighter jet crashed into an apartment complex. This was a complex apparently for senior citizens. It's in Virginia Beach, and the Navy tells local media the crew was able to eject from the jet and parachute to safety. We're told one of the aviators and another person who was on the ground were both transported to a local hospital. But the crash set off a 3-alarm fire in that apartment building. One witness said the jet looked like it was straining and that it was leaking gas. The state police say the interstate near the crash, it's I-264 by the way, it's been shut down in both directions. Probably a lot of smoke, maybe hindering visibility there. The jet is from a training squadron stationed at the Oceana Naval Air Station. And I want to bring in somebody who says she witnessed it, Joanna Hyatt. Joanna, thank you for being with us. Tell me what you saw.
Yes, hi. You know, I was just... Can you hear me?
I can. Go right ahead.
Okay. Yeah, we were walking outside the house to get into the car to go somewhere, and I had my daughter. She loves fighter jets. I saw one flying around. I pointed in the sky to it, and that's when I saw what I thought was some sort of a parachute exercise, but it turns out now, putting two and two together, it was an ejection. But I saw the parachute come out. I saw kind of the flash of what was a plane or something. Didn't quite think anything of it until about 10 seconds later, a big plume of smoke, black smoke came up, and it got larger and larger, and I thought that must have been some sort of ejection. The friend that I'm visiting, I'm not from Virginia Beach, lives in the community right around the corner from those apartments. So we jumped in the car, and she drove around to that apartment complex to get a closer look, and at that point, lots more smoke, and we heard some explosions, but kind of somewhat of a blur at this point. It happened so fast.
Okay, did you see anybody with injuries there? You say you turned around the corner and you went over there. I mean, I know that picture is yours that we're looking at now with the smoke. So you obviously were very close. What did you see on the ground?
Well, that picture was right on the other side of the apartments, as you said. When we got in the car and drove to that complex, lots of smoke, a little bit of fire, nothing that was streaming out of the windows yet. We saw people running towards the buildings, but we noticed immediately that the smoke was coming from both ends of this long complex. So it seemed a little odd that it had caught on so quickly. We heard an explosion and got a little nervous, so we backed the car away, drove off, but then immediately turned back around to go back. We were curious and wanted to see what was going on. There wasn't a lot of authorities there at that point. There was a lot of confusion with the people on the ground. When we drove back in the car to it again, we saw much more flames coming out of the windows, a lot more dark smoke. It had definitely spread really, really quickly.